What's up, everybody? Daniel Stifler here, up at Vapor Express in Edmond off of Broadway. I'm here with a review on two mods, one being the AR clone, and then the other one being another AR. I don't know if this one is a clone or if this one is authentic, which is why I'm making this video for you guys, to see if you guys can help me out if this is authentic or if this one is a clone. I'm going to go over the differences in these two mods, the AR clone and the other AR I got yesterday. I've had this one for 2 months, and I had this one since yesterday. Okay, so going on to the clone. On the clone, the threads on this one isn't as big compared to this one. Alright, so this is the threads to the one I got yesterday. It's got really nice big beefy threads, and this is the one I've had. This is the AR clone cap. This is the top cap to the clone, and this is the top cap to the other one. And the differences, as you can see, is really different. The adjusting for the atomizer you have on top and the battery rattle adjustment is a lot different compared to the AR clone. The AR clone has a different adjustments compared to this one. The threads on this one is smaller compared to the threads on the other AR. And another difference I've seen is that this AR I got yesterday is smaller in diameter than the AR clone. So that's another difference I've seen. So going on to the tube. Okay, the tube on this AR, the edges are jagged right here. So it's got jagged edges. The tube is actually thinner compared to the clone. On the clone, the edges are actually rounded off. It's not jagged, it's a bit thicker, a bit beefier compared to this AR. This AR is, since it's smaller diameter, it's actually really small compared to diameter. I mean, you can actually clearly see the difference that the clone is thicker than this one, much thicker. The inside is way different. This one seems a lot smoother, and it seems like it's, I don't know what material they used for this one, but this one has jagged edges on it, just like the authentic. But I'm not saying this is authentic, I'm just saying it's like the authentic. It's jagged, it's rough, it's beastly. So that's the tube on that one. And then the tube on the AR clone, like I said, the edges are smoothed off. It's not rough, it's not jagged, it's not cutting your hand, or not cutting your hand, but it feels more comfortable in your hand compared to the one I got yesterday. Okay, going on to the bottom cap. Okay, bottom cap. This is the bottom cap to the AR clone. As you can see, the connection on the bottom is a bit different compared to the connection to the other AR. The connection's a lot different. Okay, the threads to the other one, again, is thicker than the AR clone bottom cap. The threads are completely different. Going on to the button, the firing button. This one, it actually protrudes into the housing, so it sits flush with the bottom of the button, so when you set it down on the counter, it's not going to fire, it's not going to push, so it sits flush. This one On the other AR I got, just like the Authentic, the button protrudes out the bottom. This one does protrude out the bottom, just like the Authentic AR. The button is a little bit stiffer compared to the button on the AR clone, and this one is a little bit stiffer compared to the AR clone. And this is the other AR switch, and it's a little bit stiffer. Seems like it's got a stiffer spring in it. So that's pretty much it. But let's see how they perform in comparisons. So let's get the AR clone. And for this video, I will be using the same battery for both mods. I will be using an 18650 Sony VTC5 battery in this video. And they're going to be using the same battery, so I'm going to pull the battery out of this one and throw it into that one so it's the same battery. And then the atomizer I'm going to be using is going to be the Zenith RDA. So that's going to be the atomizer I'm going to be using on both devices today. Sorry, I gotta adjust for battery rattle. Okay, so I've got the Zenith on top of the AR clone. Still have a little bit of battery rattle. It's gonna bug me, sorry. I want to make sure everything is connecting like it's supposed to with no battery rattle and nothing. So that way. Alright, there we go. So I've got the Zenith on top of the AR clone. Let's go ahead and see how she hits on top of this. It hits pretty nice. It hits real nice. Compared to most other Meg mods I do own, it hits really, really nice and hits pretty hard. But if we go ahead and throw it on top of the other AR, and as you can see, I am going to be using the same battery that I just used in the other AR mod. So now we got it on top of the other AR mod. This is again the Zenith RDA 20mm dripper on top of the other AR that I don't know if it's authentic or if this is a clone. But as you can see, it's hitting much harder than the other one. So let's go ahead and see how she vapes. Oh yeah. That's much harder compared to the other AR. This one is hitting way harder. This one's hitting way harder than the AR clone. So I don't know what the difference is. I don't know if this is a clone or what. So if you guys can please help me out and tell me if this is a clone AR or a authentic AR, that would help me out a lot, because then that would tell me if this is a clone or authentic. But like I said, the edges on this AR is jagged compared to the other AR, and the button does protrude out the bottom on this one, just like the authentic. So I'm in a kind of a dilemma here, trying to figure out if this is authentic or an AR. I've had people ask me, is that authentic or is this a clone? I told them I don't know, but I will find out for you guys. But so if you can help me out here to tell me if this is a clone or if this is authentic, would be really nice. So thanks for watching, guys. Please comment, rate, and subscribe down in the bottom. This is Daniel at Vapor Express. Catch you guys next time.